Hey guys, this is Zero here doing my June/July update vlog. I'm really sorry this was late. I was going to do this mid-June. I didn't have a chance. It's been a crazy month. It's been nuts. But I'll get to that in a moment. What I want to start with is say what's going on now. Hopefully this time I don't look trashy. So what happened in the last couple of months here? Well, first things first, if this piece of hair would get out of my eyes. I don't know what that is. Anyways, we've got, I got some videos done for, Fuller videos. We got the Android Hunter A alpha demo for Alpha as Dash. Alpha as is a series that's done by the River City Gamers. So it was on their channel. It wasn't on this channel. So if you want to go check that out, make sure you go to that channel. What is that? And why is it bothering me? Or is it glare from the light? I've got actual lighting this time. Testing out lighting, using this vlog to test lighting. So yeah, that happened. Go check that video out. Link will be in the description. I put up my Con Bravo 2016 video. Better late than never, right? So, that's done. I'm sorry that took so long to come out. Usually these con videos don't take me too long. I still got to edit San Japan video from when I went to San Japan last September and my Anime North video from this year. Those are coming. They're in the works, so don't worry. They're coming. So let's talk about the Let's Plays that I finished. The Here's the Storm Nexus Challenge is done. We finished that. I'm probably going to record more Here's the Storm eventually, but I'm taking a break from it, playing other things. We'll see what happens. I started and finished Necropara Volume 0. I've got Volumes 0 through 2, maybe 3. I don't think I have 3 because 3 just came out not too long ago. But I have 0 through 2. I'm going to hold off on starting the first one for when I absolutely need to because it's my backup Let's Play. So that's when that'll come. Excuse me. Gotta get some water. I got a bit of a cold, and we'll get to that later. But also, I played Hot Shots Golf with Corey and Barack on my channel for Power Plays. So we've been waiting to play that game, so we finally did. It's pretty funny, so you guys should check it out if you get a chance to. And the Anime North recordings, we did Mario Party and Mr. Bloopy. Mario Party, this year we did the first board of Mario Party 4. So we started Mario Party 4, that started. And then we did Mr. Bloopy, which was an unreleased rare game, like rare game. And Unreal played that. It was kind of a last minute pick. I'm going to try to pick other games. If you guys have any suggestions for unreleased or beta games for Super Nintendo, Nintendo, Genesis, whatever, if there's a ROM available of it online, let me know. Just because I think nothing will ever top Steven Seagal. I don't think anything will ever top that, but if you can find something silly like that would work, then let me know. I'm doing some looking myself as well, but coming up kind of dry, so... And the LPs that were started, I just recently started Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. I have at least one character completely recorded, and then I'm moving on to the next one for Dragon World, or Dragon Universe, I guess it's called. So that's coming out. I started Gauntlet Dark Legacy with Brock and Corey. We started playing that. I believe we also started EDF 4.1, Corey and I, so that's coming out. Slowly but surely, we've been recording parts. And I started Ukulele, and I've kind of already put it a little bit on hiatus just because I'm not fully feeling the game. It's just not my type of game, but I'm going to try to power through it and play a little more of it when I start understanding more of it. So that should come out soon as well. So videos I have in the works. So I have a Quick Hunts and another Alpha As in the works, but I think I'm going to put them on hold for a bit. And the reason I'm going to put them on hold because I have to start working on my anniversary review. For those of you who might not know, come this August will be the 10th anniversary of when I started doing game reviews. Now, of course, it wasn't consistent through every year. Like 2008, 2009, I wasn't super consistent through those years. But I've at least made one type of review type video a year. So it all started in 2007. That summer. So, I was going to college and I was taking a 12-month course and it sucked. So I needed to do something. And I just started watching AVGN, because of a friend introduced me to him, like literally when his first season ended is when I started watching him. So, So that was something that I got really passionate about, and I wanted to start making videos, and here we are now, 10 years later. So I'm trying to make the 10th anniversary video really special. It's not going to be on big of a scale as, say, previous ones with skits, but I'm going to try to make it something special, make it something that anybody who has been watching this long will enjoy. So yeah, that's the thing. I'm also working on another crossover review with another reviewer. I'm not going to say what it is, but that's also taking my time. So those two videos are taking my time. So I'm putting my other stuff on hold for a bit. And that's also why you haven't seen a ton of videos from me recently. One of the reasons, because I really want to work on these other videos and focus on them first. So these are going to get focused on first, and then I'll move on back onto other stuff. So let's go over updates. So, the first thing, and I still am, is I got really, really sick at just before I left for Anime North. Like, it was like the day before I left, and it continued on. So what happened was, to let everybody know, because if you went to Anime North, you didn't see a lot of me. I wasn't there for a lot of the con because of being sick. So Wednesday, the day before I leave for the convention, I go to work for the second half of my shift, and I have this incredible migraine, and it's like I didn't think it was a migraine at the time. I thought it was just a headache, but I was like, it was like the worst headache I'd had in a long time, and I was like, all right, I guess I better sleep this off. So I did, or I tried to. Again, I apologize, I'm still sick. I've got a bit of a cold if I sound different. I always get a summer cold, and I'm hoping this will go away soon. So anyways, I slept and I got up Thursday. I still had the headache, and I was like, okay, what's going on? So, but I was like, I didn't have time to think about it. I had to pack. So I went and packed, and I was getting really easily exhausted while I was packing to go. I usually try to pack the night or a few nights before I go to a con, but this was one of those situations where I had no time. I had to get a bunch of video stuff done to get ready beforehand, so I packed basically at the last minute. So I pick up a friend of mine who I'm taking with me, and I'm driving. And as I'm driving to Toronto, I'm starting to not feel so good. I have I just feel terrible, and there was a car accident on the Toronto highway, so of course we were in bumper to bumper traffic for the last half hour to an hour of the trip. So we finally get there. We get to the hotel. I'm like, oh, I'm okay. And then later that night, we went and got our tickets for the con, like our pre-reg badge and stuff. Later that night, I don't feel so good. So I go in, and I'm sorry if this is disgusting for some people, but I threw up, and my throat was a little pink, and a little pink splotch, and my thought is, oh, that's blood. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's from something spicy. I don't know. So I go to bed. 3 a.m. I wake up, and I have to throw up again. This time, it's brown. So from what I found out, when it's brown, it means there's been blood sitting for a while in your stomach. So at that point, I'm just like, I'm not taking any chances. I'm going to the hospital. So I went to Mississauga Hospital. They said that a blood vessel had popped in my neck, and they think it might have been from one of the times I threw up or whatever. So they told me to take some Zantac, and then they sent me back. So I went back. I felt kind of okay. I didn't really sleep that well, so I knew that I was going to have a nap midway through the day, but the con hadn't even started yet. So Anime North doesn't start on Friday until 5 o'clock, which might be late for some people, but that's when they open it up. So I also had a panel that night. So I went back. I tried just eating like half a sub at Subway or something because I needed to put something in me. I hadn't eaten properly for like over a day. And then we went back, we recorded Mario Party, and lo and behold, shortly after that, I throw up again. And there's bright red blood in there again. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to take it easy. I had my nap, or maybe I threw up after the panel. I can't remember, but I had a nap. I overslept. I woke up. I had just enough energy to get ready for the panel and do the panel, and it was a success. And then as soon as the panel was over, I had to drive down because we were our hotel was far from the convention. I just had to turn to Blondie and say, I need you to drive my car back because I do not feel well enough to drive right now. So he did. I went back. We went to sleep. The next day, I threw up again, and there was brown stuff in there. So I had not eaten since the last time I threw up. I had not eaten anything. So at this point, I was getting scared. So that morning, I went back to the Mississauga hospital. I met my brother there and everything, and they gave me this stuff in the IV to calm down my migraine, because I had the migraine the whole time, and they calmed it down, and they gave me some stuff, this thing to put under my tongue to help with nausea. And so they gave me the good stuff, because after I got out of the hospital, I felt great. They prescribed me, they told me to take this thing called Tecta, which is this pill that you take for having a lot of acid in your stomach. I actually got 2 pills of it. 1 pill when I was in there, and then when I went back home, my doctor prescribed me another case of something to take in case I ever have like an acid reflux thing or something. So I get that. I feel great. My brother drives me back into my car because he's like, you've been loopy. You probably shouldn't drive. So we drive back. I'm feeling pretty dang good. So we go do our other panel, and then after that, we go to Palladium, like we always do. I'm still feeling good. The next day, Sunday, is the day I try to go to the con for more than just my panels. So I spent the whole day at the con, felt pretty good. We went to go eat. Immediately after we went to go eat, I started having the migraine again. It came back, and it came back even harder than it did before. So I just I just said, I got to use some of my energy to start packing. So I slept, and, just before I went to bed, I didn't feel good. I felt like I was going to throw up again. I didn't throw up. So I went to bed. I woke up the next morning. We had to finish packing Monday morning, and I couldn't do it. I had no energy. I felt like I was going to throw up. I was getting hot and cold. I said, I hate to do this to you guys, but I need somebody to help me pack because I physically cannot do it right now. And I knew, and I wanted to save my energy to drive home because I had to drive home. So I did. I felt okay on the drive back. Get home. I throw up again. Still haven't eaten anything. This will be day 3. I haven't eaten anything except for having dinner on Sunday. So I didn't feel good. I threw up again. And then shortly after, an hour after that, I threw up again. And there's nothing in this throw up. Oh, bye, furnace. Sorry, I'm doing that for noise removal. There is nothing in my what I throw up. It's just liquid. So I go to the hospital back home. I tell them what's going on, and I think it's the migraines, because I do migraines. One of the reasons why I wear these glasses is for migraines. I have a really low prescription. This is for eye strain, because if I'm reading text for long periods of time, one of my eyes is not as good as the other, so it'll strain to try to focus. And I mean, even this prescription's getting to a point where I'm going to have it updated, but my coverage only covers every 2 years, so I've got to wait at least another year before I go get glasses again. Anyways, so I go, they give me this stuff. They give me a shot for my headache so I could sleep that night. And they gave me another one of those pills to put under the tongue so I can, so I don't feel nauseous. So I go home. I don't feel good. My mom at this point had got me a doctor's appointment because I had told her everything that was going on throughout the weekend. So the next day I go to the doctor's appointment. Thank God I was on vacation this entire time, because if this happened when I went to work, I would have been in a really bad situation. I would have had to take a ton of sick days, and it would have sucked. And I would have had to get a doctor's note, and those are nearly impossible to get. So I'm about to go. I have to throw up again in the same morning. Still have not eaten anything. So I go. My doctor basically says to me, we're going to take a blood test in a couple weeks, and then you're going to see me again in a couple weeks. She prescribes me another pill of Tecta, or another pill case of Tecta. At this point, I've been taking it every 12 hours, as they had suggested. She said, take it once a day now, instead of every 12 hours. And she says, excuse me. And then she's like, I'm going to prescribe you the best pill you can get for a migraine. Now, keep in mind, at this point, I've been trying everything. This basically, the pill that she prescribed me is a rescue pill. And let me just put into perspective how much the off-brand of this pill costs. You get 4 in a box, and the off-brand type is 64 Canadian dollars. If I didn't have a health plan at work, I would have had to pay that much, but I only had to pay a fraction of the price. So I get this pill, and I only had to take one. I took one. My migraine was completely gone. This is a pill they give to people when they're in a rescue situation, like somebody's bleeding out and they have a migraine while they're bleeding out, because I think that makes it worse. So this is something like they give them like that. So this is something that they don't give the average person. This is the strongest stuff you can get over the counter for a migraine, and the strongest dosage of it. And they're like 1 every time you have an intense migraine. And this is something where you can't take it often, because she warned me, she's like, if you take it every time you have a migraine, like every single time there's a migraine, no matter what strength it is, your migraines will be worse. So she's like, you take these only when Tylenol, ibuprofen, Aleve, and Advil don't work. So this was serious shit. So those are all common stuff that you would take for a headache or a migraine. And she's like, if all of those combined don't settle your migraine, take one of these. So I took only ever one. After I spoke with her, I felt great. My migraine stayed pretty low. At that point, since I hadn't eaten for like almost 3 days, my blood pressure was really low. So anytime I would get up, I would have a headache. So for the rest of that week, I just took Aleve because I'm like, Aleve's enough to get me through. And eventually I felt fine. My blood pressure got back up. I'm back to normal. Everything's great. So the only other thing I have to talk about is that part of the reason I think I'm sick now, because I got sick again, is I have started a new diet and a new exercise program. And this is because this is my last chance or I'm going to get diabetes. It's something I knew was coming, and I've tried different things, diet stuff. Ask anyone who diets or anything. It's hard. It's hard to maintain it. So this one that I have is now my last chance, or I'm going to be a diabetic if I can't do it. So I am forcing myself. I'm going to force myself to get through this, and I'm going to do things to make it so that I stick with it this time. I talked to a dietitian, I talked to my doctor. They gave me lots of great advice, and this time I'm sticking with it. So, it's one of those things that, that's been really important. And, another thing about this month, my car, that I've had for the last 2-3 years finally broke down, to the point where it was unrepairable. So I had to get a new car. And the place I got the car was a private dealership, though I got a good deal on it because my dad knows everyone in this town. But the bank wouldn't give me a loan I was having trouble giving me a loan. The first they offered me 8%, then they did 19% loan because I had one fucking phone bill that went to collections, and that hurt my credit. So they gave me something like just over $5,000 loan that I could only pay off in a year because the car was just old enough that they wouldn't do a 2-year loan. So because of that financial situation, that's put me in, I have a car again, but, I have to cancel going to Con Bravo this year. I just cannot afford it with all the things I have to pay for. So, I want to apologize to anybody who wanted to see me there. I don't usually have fans come up to me at Con Bravo. That's not really a con. Like it's a YouTubers convention, but I don't really have that big of a fan base that people come up to me and find me. So, I do have to cancel Con Bravo. So no Con Bravo this year, unfortunately for me. I am planning a con way later on in the year, but I'll have plenty of time to save for that. But because of this, I have to because of my car troubles, I am stuck paying for this. So yeah. And the positive thing is I'm recording this on my birthday, July 7th. So happy birthday to me. I turned 29. So that's something positive. And, but yeah, that's basically my updates. I've got new stuff coming. I'm just be patient with me. June was a long and hard month. No pun intended. And I've got big videos I'm working on. So I hope you guys will understand if my video upload schedule has been shorter. But I appreciate everything you guys. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys, sticking with me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channels. Follow me on the social medias. All my links will be in the description. If you can, maybe donate something to my tip jar. Again, that's not, you don't have to, but it's something I really would appreciate. And that's, I don't normally like to point towards that, but that's the only form of revenue I make off my videos currently. So, not until t-shirts and Patreon become a thing for me, because I'm still working on those. So, but I appreciate you guys for watching the videos. Spread them around, like them, subscribe, tell your friends. And that's it. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the videos coming out, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.